This trader turned $3,000 into $33,000 in just 30 minutes. This one lost more than $90,000 after discovering iron condors. And this trader turned $5,000 into $60,000 in just a week. And we're starting off with an insane gain by impressive fake 9532. This trader has already turned 1.6k to 57k in just 2 hours last week. And now he's back again. He's up by more than 1000% or $33,000. And he's up by so much because he bought 50 put options with a striking price at $3,800 and an expiration date on September the 21st. He bought those puts at 12:19 p.m. so 41 minutes before market close, and he held them for 30 minutes to multiply his money 11 times. But apparently if he waited just 10 more minutes he could have earned 100k instead, but nevertheless he's still pretty happy. And here is his strategy to multiplying his money. Play SPX on big event market day, CPI, FOMC, whatever. If event is in the morning, look for entry in late afternoon. If event is late in the day, look for entry in last hour of closing. Puts, always puts, cause this economy is no matter what chartists say. Hopefully he can repeat such insane gains in the future. And if you're not already subscribed, it would mean a ton to me if you just press that button. It's free and it will help me out a lot at reaching my goal of 200 subscribers. Thank you. Next we have an insane loss by Signal Design 2020. His total unrealized loss is at around 800k, but if we check out price paid and his current value, we can see that he is down by around $1.5 million or a little more than 50%. He isn't a trust fund baby, had to work for everything and had student loans. He worked for 10 years, then started a couple of companies that he has continued to run for the past 15 years. He gained a bunch in 2020 and learned the hard way about short-term capital tax. So he cooled off trading and started holding positions. He lost most gains in 2021 and, as we already saw, continued to lose much more in 2022. Shortly after he posted this loss, he sold around half of his portfolio to secure a loss of around $500,000. And he did that because he heard the prognosis from FedEx and Kramer's dumbfounded reaction. You know when stocks go straight up after you sell at a loss? Well, hopefully now that he sold, the stock market can start making us stand this once again. Feels bad though. Anyway, next up we have an insane gain by Watt Internation 225. He turned 5k into 60k in just a week. All SPY puts. He cashed out and left 5k to gamble again. His chart looks like if it wasn't for that last huge spike at the end, he wouldn't be even near his current gain. But still a nice gain. He firstly bought SPY put options with a striking price at $390 and an expiration date on September the 16th, which he sold 2 days later for a huge profit. Then he bought puts with a striking price at $380 and an expiration date on September the 23rd. He sold those a day later, almost doubling his initial investment. And finally he bought puts with a striking price at $375 and the same expiration date. And this trade got him to 60k. Quite consistent gains, to be honest. And for his next trade he bought 24 SPY put options with a striking price at $365 and an expiration date on September 26. Good luck with chasing this high for the rest of your life, as you lose $5,000 over and over again. Just kidding, congrats and you. I'll be back Monday with a 63k loss. Next we have an insane loss by wife of Epstein. Lost everything including job, can't pay rent, flare me bitches. As we can see, he's down by full 100% or $42,195.58 and he's left with just 81 cents. The chart starts with 2 small bumps followed by a steep drop. Then we get this huge spike which gives you hope that maybe, just maybe, you know what you're doing. And when you decide you won't sell because you obviously want more, it crushes you back down. Then it looks like he decided to stop trading in such extremes for a while, and in the end we have a quick drop all the way down to 81 cents. The winking cat makes these huge losses even worse, and he managed to get it below $1 with weeklies and options on meme stocks. You're going to be okay, man. Dibs on this guy's organs once the vultures are done with his carcass. Anyway, next up we have an insane loss by My Real Name Is Not Ryan. After a savage year and being cleared of all accusations, finally a short squeeze. As we can see, in the past month he's up by more than 300% or $34,155.80 in total. He's up by so much because he bought 10 call options on Cassava Sciences with a striking price at $60 and an expiration date on November the 18th, and 20 call options with a striking price at $55 and an expiration date on January the 20th of 2023. And the chart looks absolutely amazing. I just hope he sold because on Friday the stock dropped by 18%. If it's good enough to screenshot, it's good enough to sell. Warren Buffett. Anyway, next up we have a huge loss by LKF1598. Will I ever recover from this? We'll appreciate any advice on what to do now. As we can see, he's down by more than 80% or 20,000 British pounds and is left with 4.5k. I actually use this app to invest, and the funny part about this chart is that you can see two charts. The blue one is his portfolio value and the grey one is money invested. So we can see how he was consistently buying the dip just so his portfolio pretty much stayed at the same value, and he's down by so much because he went all in on triple leverage short Tesla ETF. I honestly don't know why you would decide to just constantly invest into a triple leverage inverse ETF. Hedge funds. We lost $40 billion shorting Tesla this year. LKF1598. Let me get in on that. Try this, turn the app upside down, delete the app, move on with life and pretend it never happened. Or firstly take the 5k, book a nice vacation, get a hooker, drink and forget it ever happened. Next up we have a huge gain by Shermu. Don't be a hero, about 2 years of minimal effort with no options or leverage. Tell me how to f it up. As we can see, he's up by more than 170% or $58,773.31 in total. And this chart looks absolutely amazing. It's almost constantly going up, and even in the past year when the whole stock market fell by quite a lot, he's close to his all-time highs. He's an US PhD student living in the EU, and he's mainly up by so much because he put all 30k of his savings in Cosmos Energy. He owns 13,460 shares at an average price of $2.52. He's been averaging up on every dip for 2 years. His price target is at above $20, and currently the stock is trading at $4.92. His strategy is the following: look for companies with high debt to be paid down by completing low-risk new companies. As projects get closer to completion, people realize paying down the debt won't be an issue. All in all, amazing gains. The only logical step next is 0 days till expiry SPY puts. Next we have an insane loss by Beneficial Living 95. He discovered iron condors January of 2022. Should have bought a house instead. As we can see, he's down by 99.99% or $90,496.03 in total, and is left with just $11.87. And as usual, we have a first free gain at the beginning of the chart, followed by a slow bleed out until he decided to YOLO everything on one trade and lose it all. And why he decided to suddenly YOLO everything? Well, boredom. Figured there is more impact to my life if it does really well than if I lose it all. Like 50k is a lot of money, but I still have to get to work at 6:30 every day for the next 2 decades, so why doesn't it matter? Might as well take a shot at making it big. Said every gambling addict ever. Anyway, he lost most of his money on SPY condors expiring on Monday, Wednesday and Friday, holding overnight and entering and exiting around 11 AM Pacific Standard Time. It works well if you're not too aggressive. There were a lot of green days initially. He felt like a god, like he discovered a secret to fire, but then he got greedy and impatient. Like if SPY moved 1% up or down, he was screwed. Some weeks 5k daily until a 30k loss. It was mostly due to being in meetings all day, then checking at lunch when it's too late. He's only 30 and an engineer, and he can recover. Otherwise, he lost 141k in total on all of his accounts. He'll take a break and then try puts. Well, I don't like the fact that he wants to get back into options, but luckily right now he's all in index funds and long positions. And hopefully now that he has quantified his losses, this will reduce future stupidity. But could a house get you WallStreetBets karma? Welcome and see you on Monday. Look on the bright side, your battery is 95% full and you have internet. for now at least. And last but not least, we have a trader by the name of Elifachiko, always inverse Wall Street bets. He's up by more than 1700% or $17,536.99 in total. And he's up by so much because he bought 157 put options on TCRT with an expiration date on September the 16th. And why he bought them? Well, because someone here was aggressively bullish on this, you know the rest. And that is all for today. If you want to see how this trader lost more than $5 million in just a year, click on the video that just popped up. And if that is not enough, smash that subscribe button as it will help me out a lot in reaching my goal of 200 subscribers. If you have any questions or recommendations, leave them in the comments down below, and thanks for watching.